Hi, today I'm making spaghetti. Most of us know how to make spaghetti, but this is a $15 recipe. It lasts a couple of days. And so, obviously, I'm going to start with some garlic oil and into my hot water with about a teaspoon of salt for the noodles. Next, I'm going to have 2 pounds of ground beef, a half a cup of onions, a quarter cup of celery, and a half a cup of green bell pepper. In this case, I'm using one basil leaf instead of my basil garlic oil. I'm also using a tablespoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of Lawry seasoned salt. For my sauce, I'm actually using a quarter cup of red onion, and I'm chopping up the basil as well as just a teaspoon of fresh rosemary. I'm adding all the ingredients, including the seasonings, to the pan with the ground beef and mixing it well. I'm also adding all of the cut vegetables, and then I'm just sauteing the ingredients together. And once it's done, I'm going to drain the fat off of the ground beef and then return it to the pan. For my sauce, I actually use this brand of sauce, and I add those fresh herbs that I mentioned earlier. So the chopped basil and the chopped rosemary, but for fresh herbs. But I also use dried herbs. So about a tablespoon of dried herbs to the sauce, and we're going to let it simmer for about 15 minutes. So I just kind of cook it low and slow while my noodles are finishing. And the noodles only take a few minutes, so those are completely done. Sometimes I'll dress them with a little bit of rosemary oil if they're sticking. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, depends on the brand. But when it's done, I'm going to ladle my sauce across the spaghetti, and there you have it. It is a 30-minute meal. Sometimes you can get it done in 20 minutes, but it's a fantastic weeknight meal.